Hi everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I am down here with a special guest who hasn't been live with us in a really long time. So Bella, my sister, is down here tonight, so make sure you say hi to Bella as you come in.
Hi everyone, long time. How you guys doing?
Yes, it has been a very long time. So again, we're in the old studio. Let me know by a show of hands or comments down below how many of you guys have seen me design in this studio before. So I know lots of you guys are new to my page, and if you are, welcome. But this is actually where, I don't want to say all the magic started, because across from me, on the other side of my old studio, is where we really started. But this is kind of my first level up for an upgrade, you know, for a little setup. As you can see, it's a mess still. So we haven't had the time. It's been a crazy few months. But we've been clearing some wreaths out. We've actually been selling a lot of the wreaths in that room, and it's kind of nice to see slowly but surely things disappear. So we still have tons of supplies to give away down here. I'm looking at everything, and I'm overwhelmed with how much product we have. Like, for instance, I'm looking at 3 big buckets of just pumpkins, 3 big buckets of just velvet, ornaments, mesh. So if you guys would like the chance to just get some of this stuff for free, no charge, all you can do, or all you have to do, is just text me. The number is 978-396-9150 to be entered to win. Lots of you guys are wondering, why am I just giving away this stuff for free? And the reason is I don't want to nickel and dime you, and you guys have treated me so well all of these years that it's kind of my way of giving back. Plus, as most of you know, I don't pay full price for many things. So lots of this stuff are things that I've just accumulated, so it needs to go and find a good home. So we're going to design a floral arrangement. We have this container here. This was $6.99 from Hobby Lobby, and I actually had to dump the stuff out. You know what was in this, Bella?
What?
Glue sticks and pipe cleaners. So this was just a
Right.
little storage tote for me.
Hi, Monica.
Hey, Monica. We're going to just take a leftover brick of foam. This is all the foam I have here at the old studio.
Thank you for the stars, everyone.
Thank you, guys. And also, right off the bat, I want to give you guys a little update for those of you that may not have heard yet. And if you haven't, where have you been? You know, we've been sending emails, posting about it. Well, not so much posting about it, but talking about it in videos. But the Wreath community, my pride and joy, my baby, is open for new members. So if you would like more in-depth knowledge on floral designing and just designing in general, you can learn more about the group at wreathcommunity.com. As a quick little recap, we do between 16 and 18 new tutorials each and every month. On top of that, we do a monthly critique at the end of each month, where I ask you guys to submit a photo of a design you'd like to be critiqued, and we critique for both design and photography skills. We also do 101s, where I kind of do a deeper knowledge and deeper educational post and video about a relevant topic about designing. And new today, we just posted it in the group, we are offering our very first ever coupon, 10% off all supplies and all kits, and site-wide at nicksseasonaldecor.com. So for the 25 bucks a month, you know, you spend $100 on a kit or something, there's half your membership right there. So that's the only offer we have right now. And reason being is not because we need to push our supplies. We're very lucky that our supplies do sell really fast, knock on wood, and we appreciate you guys for that. But it's just as a thank you, you know, for being in the Wreath community. There's no bigger compliment to me than having members choose to join my group out of all of the wonderful groups. So it's kind of like a thank you to be able to offer that discount. So we're very happy and thankful to be able to do so. So 10% off. I'm really happy about that. So we're just taking some of this. This is known as a bunch of different names. The top 2 common names are Sweet Williams and Dianthus. This, typically the white variety. When I was in floral school, you guys, I used to love when we'd work with this, because the white variety of the Dianthus or Sweet Williams has the most beautiful scent. You know what it smells like, Bella? I don't know if you'll know what it is, but black licorice.
I know black licorice.
Which I like the taste of. I know lots of people don't, and let me know if you're one of those people that don't. You're missing out. But if you don't like the taste of it, at least you can appreciate the smell, because these flowers in fresh form, there's just nothing like it. So we're going to take 3 of these and work them in. I have posted several tutorials, as well as a more in-depth post about the Wreath community on our Facebook page that you can check out. The videos I posted today, Bella, have done really well. So it seems like you guys like those fast, simple projects.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Bella, how are you feeling after your surgery? I'm feeling great. Almost back to where I was. Thank you for asking.
Yes, lots of people were wanting some updates, and I hate to say it, Bella, but we were a little bit preoccupied with Yaya and that whole situation last month, as you know. Yeah. So we haven't talked much about you, but she is feeling better, and you healed a lot faster than I expected, at least.
Yeah, so everyone's doing good. Nina hates black licorice. I'm right there with you. I like was it strawberry? I like the strawberry one.
So like Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Or what are they called? Red, what do they call them? Red something.
There's I like raspberry licorice.
What are they called? Not red Twizzlers, but what's the no-name brand version of it? Red Twists? Is that right, you guys?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. No, you have no idea.
idea.
So we're just taking one more because we're going to do a full arrangement. So this is something that I would not consider to be a centerpiece, hence why I didn't put the word centerpiece in the description of this video. Centerpieces, in my opinion, and it's something that was taught to me in floral school, they should be kind of like eye level, right? So a centerpiece goes in the middle of your kitchen table, your dining room table, and if you have guests across from you, this is a little bit high for me. If you keep it loose like this, it would work, but something like this is more appropriate, in my opinion, on your staircase, in front of your fireplace, on a buffet table, on the floor even. Just not, in my eyes, the best height for a centerpiece. But everybody's different, and if you want something tall, by all means, do it.
Everyone's letting us know it's called red vines.
Red vines, that's the word I'm looking for. So if you guys don't mind giving this video a heart and a share, I appreciate it. In doing so, it helps us to reach and inspire more designers and more people that don't know they're designers that we might start an addiction for. So that is what I've been told over the years, that I've started a lot of addictions, Bella, in the crafting world.
Have you?
Which is a great compliment. So these we also used in floral school. It's kind of like everything I'm using tonight I've designed with in fresh form. We call them billy balls. We have these in a few different styles, and I really like them. So we're going to cut one for now. We'll probably work in a couple more. And these are all just flowers that I've had lying around here. So about a half hour or so ago, I came down here, and I was like, what am I going to make? We have to go live. I just didn't know what. So we're going to do kind of an eclectic grouping of whatever stuff I have down here. So it goes to show you don't need much thought when it comes to designing. And of course, if you're just starting out, I understand that it can be scary, but what I always do is just go for it. If I don't like it, Belle, you guys won't see it. Yeah. Or start again or fix it. That's right. So one's not going to be enough. We have to work in more. But how's this looking so far, you guys? Are you liking this?
I think it's looking great. Welcome, Brenda, Denise. How are you guys?
Hey, you guys. Okay.
Hi, Bella. Prayed for you during your surgery and your recovery. Glad you've recovered well. Hi, Nick. Thank you, Brenda, so much. I truly appreciate that.
All right, taking a second one and placing it on the other side.
Hi from Virginia. Welcome.
Welcome, you guys. Place that here.
Deb says, hi, Nick and Bella. Looking great so far. Love the yellow. Who doesn't love the yellow? It's a happy color.
It is a happy color. So I'm thinking I want this to be kind of very wild. I don't think I want to make it too full. I do have moss tonight, you guys, in case we need it. Hopefully we don't, because I hate moss, Belle. Moss makes such a mess.
Yeah, it gets everywhere.
If I could choose not to work with it, I like to do that. So do I have 3 of those? We might just have 2, which is going to be okay. Yep, I think we just have 2. So it's just going to be kind of on one side, which, oh well. I think it'll look fine still. Or you can have this side your front. So another question we've been getting asked a lot too, is the Wreath community only open to citizens of the United States? And that is not the case. So we ship our supplies all over the world. And of course that can get costly. But the nice thing about the Wreath community is that it's an online event, an online group, which means you can join anywhere and everywhere, and it's the same price. So let's work in some of these. These look like buttercups to me. Or ranunculus. It could be under any name. Does it say? It doesn't say. They never do.
Jessica says, I love that centerpiece. My mom loved yellow. Let's see here. Mary says, hi, Nick and Bella.
Hey,
From
Mary.
the great state of Texas.
Texas. We'll be in Texas in June. And Bella wants to make a trip to Texas one of these days. I think, Bella, when we have more time, actually, we'll take you to Texas when we can actually enjoy the beauty of Texas. Because whenever I go to Texas, you guys, it's always for business or conventions or anything like that, which is still fun. I still love to travel, even if I don't have much time to do anything, because every state and city is pretty different from another one, right? So we'll take another one of these. I'm going to place it more so towards the middle. And then see what I'm doing is I'm taking my flowers and bending them down. So we didn't add any greenery initially. We're using pretty much just filler flowers in this design. And it's still going to turn out really, really nice. So you don't need to work in greenery into everything you do.
Hi, Nick and Bella. Sorry for jumping in late, says Pam. No need to be sorry. We're just glad to have you here.
Yes, we are, Pam. Thank you for tuning in.
Pamela says, I just tuned in. What are the light yellow flowers? Looking amazing.
So far we've worked in billy balls, we've worked in carnations. That's another word for dianthus, you guys. So carnations, sweet williams, and dianthus, they're all the same thing. It just depends on who you're asking, really. And then that's it. The last flower we're working in now, these are buttercups or ranunculus. One or the other. So now we'll take a few of these stems. Let's get up and close so I can show you guys. You know, for those of you that might be either new to watching me or new to artificial flowers or even fresh, doesn't make a difference. What we're going to do is separate these laterals. So the way any plants grow in the wild and in artificial form is that you get a main stem, right? So this is like the spine of the offshoot. And then you get these offshoots up top. So we're going to take these and cut them up. So whenever you do anything, you always if you're gardening, you always want to remove that blunt stem right there. So what you can do is if you wanted to keep this stem longer, you can cut this off at an angle. Well, it doesn't have to be at an angle. It kind of tapers off a little bit more. You see that, Belle?
Yeah.
So it doesn't look so awful. But in the gardening world, you're going to want to do that because you don't want to have that showing because it's ugly. So we're going to take some of these now.
Sherry goes, what's up, Buttercup?
That's right. I'm loving the way these colors look together. We have this yellow and cream and white combination. I think it looks really nice with the green, yeah. Just taking a few more of these. So really no design structure in this, and it's still going to turn out beautiful. So don't get too caught up. How many of you guys out there struggle with attempting floral designs or designing in general because you're nervous it's not going to turn out right, or you're nervous you're not adding, things in the right spot and location? If that's you, you need to change your mindset because it's going to be beautiful no matter what. And if it's not, you can alter it.
Do you carry billy balls in different colors?
We do. We had, I don't know if we got the blue in, but we do have the yellow variety in stock. These ones, none of these flowers are at nickseasonaldecor.com, but we do have substitutions should you choose to shop with us. But I believe most of these came from Michael's and the container came from Hobby Lobby. So that's what it's looking like so far. Let's see what else we can work into this. I do have a little bit of this that I think I want to place instead of moss. So this is a great filler flower. These are from Hobby Lobby, $3.99 a stem, 50% off every other week. And how many of you guys like when I go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's or Walmart and do tours? Have any of you guys seen my tours? I love watching them. I think it's so fun to see how others shop and see what the stores look like before I make the trip. And I know some of you guys are like that too. So let me know if you are. We're going to take some of these.
Rudy says, looks great so far.
Thank you, Rudy. And when you work these in too, see how I'm placing them around the sides? With container designing, before I say what I'm going to say, I'm going to take one and place it towards the inside. There's so many things I want to say right now in my head. But the reason we do that is we never want to have what I consider like a ring around a design. So if you don't have enough product, your best thing to do is to try to work that in throughout the entire design, both in and out, as much as possible. So if you have one spray, you still can make it work. But you never want to just take things and place them on one side of a design and keep the other side plain. Or in this case, by taking some of these pieces and bending them downhill to soften the edge of my container. I don't want to just take all of these and do that, because then you're just going to see kind of like a little tutu, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you take some of these longer pieces and stick them towards the middle, it's going to tie in kind of that tutu effect with the rest of the design. So in container designing, there is a great kind of rule of thumb when designing, and that's the thriller, spiller, and filler concept. So right now, we don't necessarily have a thriller, something that's standing taller than everything else, something that's kind of like our focal point. And that's okay. Rules are meant to be broken, you guys, so don't get too caught up in that. So right now, our thriller and filler is all of this goodness up here, and our spiller is this beautiful yellow spray right here. So look what I'm doing too, is I'm taking them and I'm bending them downhill. That way, when I work them into my foam, they're softening the edge of our container. Sorry. So we have one more piece left.
Julie loves when you go shopping with them. Marilyn says, I really love your lives at the craft stores.
Awesome, you guys. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, we have a lot more exciting things coming your way. It's just a matter of time. I mean, I feel like time is the biggest issue with our business, there's not enough hours in the day.
Lisa loves the tours. Jessica loves the tours.
Yes, let us know. So I'm going to just take one more spray of this. And again, this is only $2 for all the amount you see on my table. I'll take this longer piece.
Cheryl says it looks so real. It really does.
Does it? And we're just using inexpensive flowers, you guys. Nothing crazy fancy or expensive.
Mary Bates goes, hi, Nick. Bates Motel in the house. That was a great show.
Hey, Mary. Okay, let's snip off the final 3. So, again, let's see if we can hit over 700 live viewers, hopefully.
Rudy wants to know, they say, I take you don't really need the metal spikes at the end of your stem.
Oh, wait, I don't even know where my pick machine is. I forgot. I was going to show that tonight, you guys. It's all the way over there. You don't need it. Look, here I am, living proof. I haven't touched that steel pick machine in almost 7 months now that we've had the warehouse. I haven't brought it over to the warehouse, and I haven't used it, even when I'm down here, because I forget, and it's not necessary. So a lot of designers out there love to use their gadgets and their tools, and I'm not that kind of person. If I can keep it super simplistic for you guys, I like to do that, because, a couple different reasons. One is I feel as though some people think they can't be successful unless they have those tools and special gadgets. And the second of which is, even if I was to use that right now, and I was to tell you guys it's not a necessity, well, you're seeing me use it, right? So you feel as though, okay, he's just saying that to make us feel better, but that's not the case. You don't need it. It's like $300. It's not necessary unless you really, really want it, and you feel as though you can get a lot of use out of it. But a lot of designers out there, they have these tools and they feel as though they have to use them in every circumstance imaginable. So, sometimes I see people out there use steel picks when they certainly shouldn't be using steel picks, or they just use it and it's kind of wasteful. So there's certain circumstances like evergreen wreaths. Another circumstance would be work wreaths or mesh wreaths where I do not use steel picks. I know everybody has their own opinion. I don't care how clean you cut it or whatever, you still can poke yourself and you still can find the base of those steel picks because the mesh is kind of like, it's bouncy, right? So I use those for styrofoam frames, grapevines, and that's pretty much the only 2 things. I don't use them on centerpieces. Like this you can because it's styrofoam and you're protected, but that's pretty much the only time I would use it.
Yeah, Cynthia goes, I really love when you take Gaia with you. She's the cutest little munchkin.
I know. She gets nervous, you guys, so if I ask her a question, she'll whisper it. She talks totally fine. It's just when she goes on camera, doesn't she get like a little...
Who doesn't? Except for you. Who doesn't?
She gets very nervous, and I hate putting her on the spot like that.
Camera shy.
But yeah, wasn't alive yesterday. She actually wanted to say thank you to you guys. But how's this looking so far?
It's looking great.
Show some hearts if you love that.
That is beautiful, Nick, Nina says.
So now what I'm doing is I'm taking some extra glue, and I'm just going to place it where I see the moss, or the foam. So let's get up close, Belle. I know you like your distance, but let's bring it a little bit closer. There we go. Just place some hot glue. Some people like to do this in the beginning. I like to do it in the end to not waste my moss, and that's why I have moss and it lasts for so many years, because I just do it in little batches, little clusters. So we'll just do that throughout.
Joanne says looks great.
Thank you, Joanne. So do any of you guys have any questions about the Wreath community? The group is open until April 5th, and then after that we will close the group to new members and not open again until the end of September, Belle. So we're going to tackle a few more spring designs and then to make the shift over to summer.
Marty goes, I would think if I use steel picks, I couldn't change my mind if I move anything without damaging the design.
That's a great point, and you can damage your design, by moving them, just depending on how much stuff you already have worked in and how far those picks are, and if you add hot glue. But, you know, I wouldn't let that worry me if I was you. I just kind of go with the flow, and when that situation arises, you're kind of left to face it, right? And figure out a solution. Oh, I hate the moss, how messy it is. So let's work in a few more pieces. But again, getting back to it, we have a few more spring designs left that can transition till summer. Then we're going to tackle a bunch of patriotic decor. We have tons of patriotic stuff coming in soon, and my goal is to do a lot of patriotic designs. Then, come end of May, early June, we're going to start tackling our Christmas designs and our fall and Halloween designs. We're going to do the bulk of that this summer, early fall. And also we're going to do a wedding series, which we've kind of worked with in the past, but not as in depth and not as well as I would have liked. So this summer, being Stephen and Gabby's wedding, my brother and his fiance's, we're going overboard. So we're going to do a blended or a hybrid style wedding for them. So we're going to do full florals like you see here, right? And then we're going to save some room so that I can come back in with fresh flowers and fresh greenery and spruce it up. So we're going to do a blend of artificial and fresh. How cool is that?
That's interesting.
Right?
Kathy wants to know if you put anything in the container for weight.
No. So this is not overly heavy and it's not overly top heavy. If this container was double the height, then I would be concerned with it toppling over. So with the amount of florals we have perfectly centered and even around, it's keeping this base secured. And this is a tin, so it's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough to do the job. So with floral designing, the typical rule of thumb taught by florists, and the floral world can be very, very difficult. Not the artificial world, not the wreath, community world, but the fresh floral world I have found to be very opinionated, and it's either certain people's way or the highway. Not to put everybody down, but I've seen lots of negativity where, you have to follow a rule of thumb, which is no more than 2.5 times the height of your container. So if this is the container, we fell within that, ballpark. But what I look for with floral designing is not so much the height, it's the balance. So if I know this arrangement was going to be put outside where it might be subjected to heavy winds, children, whatever the case may be, you'd want to make sure that the base can support it up, right? So that's the main thing with me. When it comes to the height, as long as it looks beautiful to me, I'm content. I just look for stability. That's the word I was looking for, stability. Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me.
Okay, good. Okay, so...
Norma says beautiful. Connie loves it.
Thank you, Connie. So very simple. What do we use? 4 or 5 sprays and moss all over me. And this is the outcome.
It's
so
beautiful.
It goes to show that you don't have to have, an idea set in stone. I know some designers work that way. But if you just go with the flow and use what you got, you can sometimes surprise yourself. So is there things I would have done differently with this? Absolutely. Am I concerned about it? No, absolutely not. I think floral designs and any kind of designs, whether we try to recreate it or not, each design has its own individuality. And I think that's what makes kind of what we do so special, because all of our reeds and all of our centerpieces and arrangements are kind of like humans, right? Obviously, they're not alive, but they each have a personality of their own. And I think that makes things really special. So that is that. What do you guys think?
Nancy says gorgeous.
Very simple. You can come back in with a bow if you want. I choose not to add bows to a lot of my designs because I think it's not necessary. So that is how that turned out. If you guys don't mind hitting that heart button and that share button, I would appreciate it. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know the drill. Knock on wood, we never lose our Facebook page. But if we do, we still want to be able to inspire you on other platforms and continue motivating you. So once again, Wreath Community is open for the next 2 days and 2 days only. We're not going to extend it. And then we'll open again in the fall, so September, end of September. So last chance to see all of our stuff, and you can learn more about that. Where, Bella? Let's see if she knows.
What was that?
Where can they learn more about... Bella's in a fog. Where can they learn more about the Wreath Community?
On your page, next seasonal decor.
Nope. Wreath, well, you can, but wreathcommunity.com, and you can find supplies. None of these we carry, but we do have similar styles at nickseasonaldecor.com. So Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Let me know if you want to see more floral designing. Head to my business page right here, right now, and check some of the videos I posted today. And let me know your thoughts on those. So let's do a little close-up.
Let's see.
So all shades of yellow and cream.
Beautiful, everyone's saying. Brenda says stunning. Pamela says it's beautiful.
Thank you guys. So I'll have pictures of this posted tomorrow. You can find our completed designs in our Etsy shop. Make sure to text me. We have lots of stuff to give away. And let me know too, you guys. Lots of the reads behind me, you know, yeah, we have them stacked and whatnot. But a lot of them were for quick, fast, simple tutorials where I didn't put much effort into them. And a lot of them aren't listed for that sole fact that, you know, they're not up to my standards in a sense, but we would still love to give them a good home instead of toss them. So if you do have like a charitable cause, or if you think we should do a giveaway with some of these designs, let me know. That way we can start turning this basement out of a studio and turn it back into a home. So love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.